Lode Resources is a exploration company focused on New England in northern New South Wales, specifically precious and strategic minerals. Our job is to define resources and take them to the next step of possible development. And that is a stock standard, in a way, if you like, exploration company. And we're listed on the ASX LDR. I agreed recently to become an executive director from non-executive director because the company is growing, in effect due to what's called a discovery at Webbs Consol Project within Lode, and that requires more time, frankly. Ted Leschke, Andrew Van Heist are also executive directors, but they are fully engaged in other areas of the project. And my view is my background with silver projects in particular would add a lot of value into pushing this project through what is now a post-discovery effort of drilling it out towards resource. Roughly 20 years ago, I was involved in a silver mine development in Mexico called Palmarejo Gold Silver Company, and that was a large-scale development. We went from 1 to 11 drill rigs, and the drill out within a year of over 1 million ounces equivalent. Then the following year it was 3 million ounces equivalent in gold. But it was really a silver project, 96% of the metal. So there's a lot of geological knowledge with silver and a lot of experts, and I've worked with a lot of those people. And what we do know is that this sort of asset is reasonably unusual in that it's pipes in Webbs Consol, which is very good for possible future mining solutions. So my job in the past has been as a kind of like a post-discovery brownfields geologist. And therefore, this asset and the timing of the company is where I can be most helpful. The main thing that excites me about Webbs Consol is continuity. So a lot of companies will talk about grade, of course. They'll always mention their best grades up front and the materials. But we have not just grade, but continuity in a few different areas. So that's what it takes to make a reasonable mine plan, is to put together significant inventory of vertical ounces per vertical metre, it's called. It's a technical term, but what it means is the miners in the future have more confidence in the overall inventory of silver. And the main thing that excites me is growth, of course. So we've only just tagged a few of these pipes, including Tangoa West, and more work is manifestly needs to be done to the north and the south, and basically, so you have, with every passing announcement on the ASX for LDR, you have reduced risk about a resource outcome. So that's the main thing that excites me. Is it doesn't sound very exciting, but reducing risk. Not only investors, but companies all have different priorities. So in the past, there's another fold belt to the south called Lachlan that has roughly received 10 times more drilling than the New England fold belt. There is a perception of size of copper systems in the south. That's fine. And what we have in New England, though, is a series of more high-grade, lower tonnage outcomes. And certainly it has been overlooked, although fortunately for us, the quality of the data sets, the quality of the local governance in the area, which is pro-mining, means that there is a lot of opportunity for us, hence our very large ground holding, including recent acquisitions of antimony in the south. But so we're spoilt for choice, really. So I don't mind that that's been overlooked in the past. That gives us not quite first mover advantage, but it does give us a lot of advantages. The company has recently picked up an antimony project called Magwood in the south. We are calling it the New England project because the Magwood mine within that is only one of 19 occurrences, and we have been working on it for some time. Antimony price is obviously topical at the moment with the restriction of outside sales from China, which is understandable because they're consuming everything they produce. We do believe in high-grade continuous systems, as we see at Webbs Consol. We think that at least one of the 19 at the moment is ready to drill at Magwood. So for me, again, it is our wheelhouse to work on these brownfields type assets. That's what we've done in the past for the odd 20-odd years in different companies, and that's what we'll do again with this. Starting with Magwood and then the other 18 antimony prospects which are currently known. It's a very large land holding of 1,900 square kilometres, so we've got a lot of work to do. It'll be conventional drill results. Mostly all drill programs have a decision point tagged along with them, so mostly towards growing some new pipes, particularly in the north of the Webbs Consol project. You'll see some initial prospecting work or ranking work at the antimony project, as well as some other work on the gold asset at Uralla, which is a dark horse in the company's portfolio in my view. There's what I think are large tonnage gold systems there associated with sediments and intrusives. So for me, that's quite exciting as well. So just to summarise, there'll be drill results mainly out of Webbs Consol and some more ranking work on the other projects. And I would hope, but I don't know the exact timing, that we come out with a resource estimate for Webbs. One of the key differentiators for Lode Resources is grade, really. Like, it's all right to talk about interesting geology, but I prefer boring geology with high grade and continuous zones. And some of our intercepts of over 100 metres at over 700 grams per tonne silver equivalent do differentiate this asset at Webbs Consol from other competitive projects on the ASX. In my view, having worked at Pomeroy in the past, you need roughly 200 grams silver equivalent to make an underground mining solution work, and we're going to exceed that significantly. And most projects don't compete with that. So as a competitive piece, LDR is the best silver stock on the ASX in my view.